fear God and turn away from evil. I want to speak from the subject this morning, overcoming adversities. Overcoming adversities. What is adversities? Adversities is anything that come to hold you down, something that come to hurt you, or perhaps something to come to make you. But none of us like adversity. We see adversities in the negative sense, that it works against us, and that we don't like anything that works against us. It seems too much like trouble. As my wife said earlier, she don't like trouble. Nobody likes trouble. But if you are going to live in this life, none of us are exempt from adversity. None of us are exempt from trouble. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you possess. Trouble is going to come and knock on your door. And when it comes, none of us like it. But it is all depends on how we deal with the trouble or adversity that come and knock on our door. How do we deal with it? How do we face it? It all depends on how we handle it. Trouble is going to knock. But the thing is, how do you deal with it? First of all, when adversity comes, it comes to make us. Perhaps it can come to break us. But we don't want it to break us. We want it to make us. And sometimes the adversities or trouble that we find ourselves in, we caused it. We brought it up on ourselves. But as good as you try to be, you have not done anything. You're still not exempt. It's still going to come and knock at your door. And so when you have not caused it, and it comes anyway, how do you deal with it? How do you handle it? It's what's going to make it good for you or bad for you. Amen. It can be a plus for you, or it can be a negative for you. It all depends on your frame of mind. I've learned that to be spiritually strong, it would do good for you to get some rest. Amen. Let me say that again. To be spiritually strong, it's good for you to get some rest and eat a good meal. Amen. Eat a proper diet. Amen. So that you can be mentally strong, physically strong, as well as spiritually strong. I found out that if you're going to be spiritually strong, you need to be mentally strong. And to be spiritually strong, you need to be physically strong, because when you don't get enough rest, and when you don't eat properly, you become very irritable. I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
Amen. Yes, sir.
Amen.
We know what you're talking about.
My wife and I were arguing one evening, and she was hungry. And I was hungry. And when both of you are hungry, you'll find the least little thing, dog. The least little thing will get on your nerves.
How true, how true, how true.
You have become irritable because you haven't gotten enough rest and you have not eaten properly and
Not enough sleep.
dare to be hungry. And so we was in the midst of our argument. I said, I tell you what, let us go and get something to eat. And then once we get full, we'll take up the argument. So we went and got some grocery. And we eat, and you know we forgot about what we was arguing about.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. So I stopped by to just let you know that if you're going to be able to deal with the adversity that knock at your door, get you some good rest.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes,
Eat
sir.
you a good diet.
Amen.
Amen. And stay close to the Lord.
Amen.
Because those three things is going to help you deal with whatever knock at your door. When we look at the book of Job, Job teaches us how to deal with adversity. And when we look at the book of Job, it tells us, it asks a question, why do we suffer? And why does God allow suffering to be? Amen. We all have asked this question down through the centuries. Why does God allow suffering? And we may not know all the answers why God allows suffering, but he uses it to his benefit. And sometimes he allows suffering to come for him to get the glory. Sometimes he allows suffering to come our way so that it can make us strong. Nobody likes suffering. But at the end, you want to be able to look back and say that it was nobody but God that brought me through. Job teaches us to have the right attitude when adversity comes. Adversities can make you or break you. And one thing that adversity should never do is to steal your faith and to make you become upset and angry with God. When some people go through hardship, they get upset with God. When they go through hard times, they ask, where are you, God? And if he doesn't come quick enough, and if he doesn't move fast enough, we will get angry with God, or perhaps even lose our faith. And you don't ever want trouble to make you lose your faith.
Amen.
Because
Amen.
your faith is what's going to help you to stand.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Amen. The hard
Amen.
wind is going to blow. But don't let it blow you off your foundation.
Amen. Yes, sir.
When it begins to blow, you hold on
Right, brother.
and lean.
Right, brother.
Amen.
Amen.
But don't let it blow you off of your foundation to the point that you don't believe in God anymore. Job teaches us how to do that. And what was going on in Job's life, he teaches us three things that we can hold on to. It says that Job, first of all, was a blameless man. And not that he was sinless, because none of us in here are sinless. How many know that?
Amen.
Is there anyone in here without sin?
Everybody falling short of the glory of
I
God.
think I see a hand. For we all have sinned and come short
Of the glory
of
of
the
God.
glory of God. So we all sin. We all have sinned. But the word blame heart was always toward God. That no matter what went on, his heart was always looking toward God. In other words, he had a heart after God. Amen. Which made him blameless. Right. And then he was a man that was upright. A man that walked upright before God. And if you want to keep the devil off of you, walk upright. Sometimes the things of the devil will jump on us because we are indulged into his activities, if you will. Amen. Stay out of the devil's campground, and he won't bite you. Amen. When you walk upright, it puts a shield around you. Yeah, when you walk in righteousness, the Bible said righteousness becomes your shield. It becomes a buckle to you. But when you walk out of righteousness and walk in wrong, then you are indulging in the playground of the enemy. And that gives him a foothold to kind of play with you, if you will. And so here Job was a man that was upright. He tried his best to please God in every way. How many know that that's where your blessings come from? That's where your peace comes from. That's where your happiness comes from. When you walk upright before God, his peace just overshadows you. And sometimes we're miserable because it is our own doing. But he walked upright before him. And that kept a shield around him. And thirdly, he was a man that feared God. And fear of God means that he reverenced God. And that does not mean that he is afraid of God in the sense that I'm talking about. God don't want you afraid of him. No daddy or mama want their children afraid of them. Because now when we was coming up, we got that kind of... when we was coming up, our parents looking to put the fear of God in us. And not only the fear of God, but the fear of mama. Listen, because she can just look at you a certain way. Yes, sir. Pretty good. Yes, sir. See, these children now, they don't understand that. No, they don't understand that. You got to not only just look at them, you got to snatch them up. You know what I'm talking about, Sabrina. But they don't understand that look. You look at them, they look at you like you crazy. We're living in a different generation. But when we was coming up, they put the fear of God in us. And all they have to do is point. You gone. And you wouldn't dare be hanging around while adults talk. That's unheard of. Children now, they get in your conversation and everybody else.
They don't know what 10-year hide means.
But he feared God. He feared God. He reverenced God, which means that he respected God. And when you respect God, that means that you will honor him and appreciate him for what he has done in your life. And you'll never say anything derogatory toward him because you respect him. Those three things, if we can take hold into our lives, it will help us to deal with the adversities that is coming. I wish I can tell you that they're not coming. They are coming. But those three ingredients will help you deal with it so that it will not knock you down. You see, they are to make you, amen, and not break you. And here the story goes that he was a man who feared God. And God, because of his uprightness with God, God blessed him. God blessed him with a whole lot of children. Blessed him with a whole lot of cameras. And blessed him with a whole lot of oxen and a whole lot of goats. And see, the fact that he had so many children, 10 if you will, it was a sign of God's blessing on his life. And the sign that God had given him sheep and oxen and goats and so many of animals. It was a sign of prosperity back in that day. The more sheep you have, it was prosperity from God. And because of the prosperity that God had blessed him with, God gave God thanks for the blessings that God had given him. And he was mindful of the fact where it comes from. When God bless you, you ought to be mindful where your blessings come from. And while he was enjoying his blessing, in the heavens, the Bible said that the servants of God came before the Lord and to make a report. And look and behold, there were Satan in the midst. He's always in the midst. Amen. Paul said, when I desire to do good, evil was always present. He's somewhere all the time around me, sitting on the corner like this.
Look at it. Trying to catch you.
Yeah, trying to see if your arm got a crack in it. But that's what he's doing. He's sitting around to see if he can get in there. How many know what I'm talking about? You may not be able to see him, but you can see his actions. And so while the servants of the Lord came before the Lord to make their report, and Satan was there, and God said to Satan, where you come from? And he said, well, I'm going up and down the earth to see who I can devour. I'm going up and down the earth to see who I can mess up. I'm going up and down the earth to see who I can triple. I'm going up and down the earth to see who I can make fall. And we see it all around us. And one of the reasons that we fall is because we lose one of the ingredients here that kept Job so strong. Get your good meat. Amen. Get you some good rest.
Amen.
And stay close
to God,
to the Lord. And Satan said unto the Lord, the Lord said to Job, to Satan, have you considered my servant Job? For God had confidence in Job. And he said, yes, I have considered him. And said, the only reason he is serving you is because you have blessed him. And my brothers and sisters, that's not the only reason to serve God. Just because he can bless you. And just because he can give you an automobile. Just because he can give you a little bank account. That's not the real reason to serve him. Amen. You don't serve God because. You serve God because it is right. Amen. You don't want to love your wife just because of what she do. Love your husband because of what he do. Suppose he quit doing it. Amen. I love her because she's fine. Brother Swift, down the road she may lose that fine. What you gonna do then? I love you because you're beautiful. Somewhere down the road she might get in an accident. And that beauty that you love, it wasn't her that you loved, it was the beauty that you love. So you don't love God just because he can bless you with material things. And Satan said, that's the only reason he's serving you. Will he serve you for nothing? That is the ultimate question for you to be able to stand. Because if you serve God for nothing, you can stand. If you got to bribe God to be able to serve him, you're not going to stand. You got to have the mindset that if he blessed me, I'm going to serve him. If he don't do nothing but save my soul, I'm going to serve him. If he don't do nothing for me, I'm still going to serve him. That's when you'll be able to stand. You can't bargain with God. You got to make up in your mind that if you don't do nothing for me, I'm going to serve you. The Lord said to Satan, yes, he's serving me because that, but I got a hedge around him. And Satan said, if you just move that head, I'll make him cuss you to your face. Let me have him for a moment, if you will. Take that head out from around him. I mean, you know, as a child of God, there's a hedge around you. Amen. And in order to keep that hedge around you, you got to walk upright now. Amen. You got to fear the Lord now. You got to have a mind to want to please him. Now, you get outside of that, man, that hedge is... y'all ain't heard that. And so Satan said to the Lord, move that hedge and I'll make him curse you to your face. And God said, I'm going to move the hedge and have a field day with him. The test was that Job not cursed God. The test was that Job not lose his faith. The test was that he would not give up on God. All right. And here comes Satan. How many know that Satan uses things and people? And the children of Job, they had a habit of going into the house and having a little drink, enjoying themselves. And while they were doing that, the servants that were out there overlooking the sheep, the Sabines came. The enemies of Job came and destroyed all of the sheep and killed 2 of the servants. And one of the servants came to Job with some bad news and said, tell Job, I got some bad news for you. Why the Sabines came and destroyed all of your sheep and 2 servants. And I'm the only one that came to bear bad news. By that time, another servant came and said, I was out there minding the ox. And fire came down and burned up the ox and one of the servants. And I'm just the one that come and bear bad news. And by the time he had got bad news from both of them, here come another one saying, oh, Job, your children, you know, they was in the house drinking wine. And a tornado came and destroyed the house and killed them as well. Oh, yes, that's bad news to come back to back like that. It wouldn't be so bad if trouble and bad news would kind of stretch itself out. But when they are back to back like that, yes, if you're not careful, they'll break you. But Job, he tells us how to deal with adversity. Oh, yes, when he got the bad news, Job said, the Lord, he giveth and he taketh away. It's a mind thing. It's an attitude. Oh, yes. If you look at your adversities and get mad with God, yes, you're going to fall. Yes. If you get upset and start cursing, you're going to fall. Yes. But Job said, the Lord giveth And the Lord take it away. Yes, that's the mind you got to have. Yes, and after a while, Satan came and threw balls and swords all over Job. Yes, he sit there stinking with balls and swords all over him. Yes, and the very one that you think should be with him, yes, was his wife. Yes, she came and said to Job, you ought to curse God and die. Yes, but I hear Job saying, you speak like a foolish woman. Yes, the same God that sent good. Yes, he's able to help me. The same God that allowed bad to come into my life. He's able to help me. And it comes to close when trouble comes and knock on your door. You got to do like Job. Job said, I'm going to look where my help comes from. Because I know he will come see about me. Yes, I got to take an inventory on my life to see if I'm walking upright. Because some troubles come because of our doing. But when you know that it's not you, yes, stand firm and see the salvation of the Lord. Your faith might make you weak and bald, but stand firm. God will come and see about you. And third, fear the Lord. When you fear God, you sing God. I respect you. Yes. So I don't understand what's going on around, but I'm going to trust you. Oh, yeah. Won't he deliver you? Won't he do it? Can I get a witness? Won't he do it? Just stand right there and wait on him. So wait on him. He will. See you through. I know he will. You may be going through a storm right now, but hold on. Hold on. Yes, he will. He'll see you through. Darkness may be all around, but stand still. Oh, stand still. He is shining light. Yeah. Don't let your troubles make you throw in the towel. Simply don't let your troubles make you give up on God. Because if you give up on God, you done lost the battle. Shaking in your boots. Keep looking up. And I declare, he will come and see about you.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
We'll ask the choir to give us a selection. Stop by to let you know that no matter what you're going through, it's not as bad as you think it is. All you got to do is look around and somebody else going through something worse than you. But the good news is God will see you through. Though the church is open, if there is anyone here, if there is anyone that is here, life to the Lord, God will be your shield. He'll be your buckle. He'll be your helper. He will help you in the time of need. When adversity comes, when trouble comes, you want God on your side. You don't want to wrestle alone. Let God deal with your adversity. He may be trying to make you. He may be trying to shape you. But through it all, keep your mind stayed on Him. Those are churches open. If there's anyone who